up, guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today we're working on...
What's up, guys? Today we're working on Cory's JZX81 body kit once again. We've got lots of sanding to do. I've already started it a little bit. Today we're gonna try to sand the whole kit down, do a little bit of filler maybe, and get the first layer of primer on it. I think that doing a layer of primer kind of as like a guide coat layer is all right, especially if you're only going to use like a spot filler after that, because spot filler will go over primer and stick well, whereas like normal Bondo won't. So before we do any primer, we're gonna get like these big chunks filled in, sanding and stuff. Let's get to it. We got a GoPro. We're gonna do a time lapse. Okay, guys, so it's been a little bit. The GoPro was full of footage, so we weren't able to film anymore. But I've made a lot of headway on the body kit, and I guess I'll show it to you now. Hey, Coose, how you doing, buddy? So here's the front bumper. As you can see, it's very sanded down, and it's also got a little bit of Bondo down here. It was starting to flash on me, so I kind of just smeared it in, and most of it's probably going to get sanded off. Over here we've got some on top of a fix. We've got some pinholes that I put Bondo on top of. And over here there's Samsquanch told me they call it a bead. You can kind of see it right here. And so I needed to remake that all throughout here and all down this side, and that has been kind of a pain. We're working with what we got. I've been using small metal pieces and just kind of putting sandpaper around them and just kind of filing at it slowly, and slowly but surely that little body line is showing back up, which is pretty cool. Over here on the back bumper we've got some Bondo here, a little bit of Bondo on the trim. Got some pinhole bits that I wanted to fill around here. Over here there was a little chunk in the corner, like little tiny bits that needed some filler here. And then this whole license plate area had a big chunk out of it. I did fill it with Bondo because that license plate piece is removable. So if Cory ever wants to run a rear license plate, he still can. I could have fiberglassed over it, but then it would have made it impossible for him to ever run with a license plate. So to keep that option up to him in the future, I used Bondo. They were there was Bondo there before. I just fixed it, made it look better. It'll be nice and straight and as good as it was when it came to me. If not, well, it's gonna be better. But yeah, you guys get it. There's lots of sanding to do. The skirt over here is mostly rebuilt. I put a layer of Bondo over the top here because there's a little chunk missing. But as you can see, lots of the side of this skirt is old Bondo. Like, most of this was actually Bondo, and I've sanded a lot of it down to the original, as much original fiberglass as I can, while, you know, not messing up the shape. We're doing the best we can to save this kit. Hippo Sleek body kits do not exist anymore. You can't find them. So we're saving this one because we can. It's cool, but there's a lot of work and a lot of things that are you know, unexpected. Old drift fixes, like old Bondo. This piece right here was covered in Bondo. Like, we're gonna have to fiberglass over the top of this. Like, I didn't know. Yeah, so there's lots of stuff like that just we weren't totally ready for, that we're just kind of trying to deal with the best we can, because I want this whole kit to look super good when we're all done with it. Alright guys, it's been a minute since we've recorded anything. I just put down a couple of layers of fiberglass body filler, and so that stuff looks like this. It's green, goopy, and awesome. There were some spots that were covered in Bondo that shouldn't have been covered in Bondo, so I covered him in the fiberglass Bondo, which is a little bit harder and should hold a little bit stronger without cracking. Especially being on the lip, that thing's gonna get smacked a lot, and Bondo would just come right off after a couple of hits. I've also got some over here on the back bumper as well. Disaster struck. When we got this bumper, it had a bunch of Bondo covering the license delete, like the license plate delete panel, and it was cracked, but I figured, you know, maybe it'd be all right if we just got rid of all the old Bondo and went over it with a new layer. I kind of figured it might not be, and it definitely wasn't. So the Bondo started cracking, and so I went ahead and got rid of all of the Bondo surrounding the license plate area, and I talked to Cory, and he gave me the okay to fiberglass the front side of it. This way it'll be nice and solid, it won't crack, and yeah, we shouldn't have to deal with that again. That was a huge bummer. It was really, really, really flat on the bottom of the bumper. Time to start over. What's up? It's a new day. I put Bondo over the top of the fiberglass that is now sealing the license plate cover to the bumper, just as kind of a glaze. I'm going to sand this down. Most of it will probably go away. It's very close to flat across here and across here. So these are just, I'm kind of using this Bondo as a little bit of a glaze. I got to sand that down. And I also put some fiberglass filler on the bottom side of the side skirt that had like chunks missing out of it. So this will look nice and smooth. once there's primer over it. I know that you'll never see it, but I'm getting paid to do this. I'm going to try to do the best job I can do for Cory. The back piece of the bumper as well, I fiberglassed back on. First thing I did is I did the front side or the top side of it. I know it looks really nasty, but most of this will come off. And then after this this piece that he had delaminated was stuck back on, I did the back side as well. So now it's super strong. I'm not worried about it ever breaking again. And this bumper's good to go after we get it all sanded up. Did some corner bits here just to kind of seal these pieces off. We'll sand those down, get them flat. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Or what do you want us to redo it? No?
Fuck. Okay, guys. Now with some fiberglass Bondo stuff on top of there, we gotta wait for that to dry. But I'd like to show you guys this cool clean sheet board. It's just the plastic board that has sheets of paper on it, and you mix your Bondo on there. When you're done, you just peel your piece of paper off, crumple that bad boy up, and friggin' Kobe, just like that. It's pretty sick. Rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe. Okay, guys. This is probably going to be the last time I check in with you before we start getting everything ready for primer. I've probably done, realistically, we probably got 60 hours of work into this thing already. But we've got at least 2 or 3 more hours before we'll even be ready to prime this stuff. And on top of that, as you can see, the garage is filthy. It is a mess in here. So I'm gonna have to get everything cleaned up. I gotta sand down the side skirts. I have one crack that needs some fiberglass that I just found, and I'll probably need to fill a couple of pinholes before we actually get onto primer. But we've got lots of footage of sanding and Bondo and fiberglass and primer. Not primer. But yeah, you guys get the point. Things are looking good. The back, smooth, super smooth. It feels great. Things are looking good. And I guess I'll check in with you guys when we're getting ready for primer. Okie dokie. So the time has finally come to paint the Hippo Sleek body kit. I've got front bumper, back bumper, and one side skirt here, another side skirt here, and Samsquanch.
Making noise. Kit looks amazing compared to like how it started out. We're definitely going to be repainting it, but that's kind of the whole, we've had pretty good luck with that.
Yeah, using the primer is kind of a guide coat.
Guide coat and a fill, I mean, put it on heavily. Actually, we have a friend of ours who is a real painter who recommended we really put on a thick coat this time, so I'm going to try to push myself to do a little more than I usually do. I think it'll work great.
I'm not going to be in here while Samsquanch primes the whole kit, so I'm just going to set the GoPro up on time lapse, and yeah, should be pretty good. Hey guys, so we have the body kit primed. It's been a little bit since you guys last saw. Dad had some issues shooting it the first time that he tried to, and so we had a little bit of a project kind of in the middle of priming this that had to get done. So it took a little bit longer than we wanted it to, but the body kit is finally primed and it looks pretty damn good. I'm pretty stoked about it, dude. Like, when this body kit got here, it was missing a chunk of, like, this was all gone. You can see there's still some pinholes in here and like right there. It needs some filler. It needs a glaze coat and it needs some sanding. Like, this whole corner was gone and now it kind of looks like a bumper again. I don't know. I'm pretty stoked on this one, guys. When I first took this kit on, I was pretty confident that I could do it. And then when we got it here, I immediately got much less confident that I could actually save the body kit. But like, seeing it all primed now, it's like, damn, it's gonna be okay. So I'm pretty stoked. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's already pretty long, so if you guys watched this far, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and it's crazy to me that you watched this much of our video. So if you guys did watch this far, be sure to leave a like and then leave a comment. Tell us that you made it here. I'm friggin' stoked. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Hopefully we'll chuck some red paint on this bad boy. We'll get the hood fixed up and we'll be able to look at a nice clean JZX81, which will be really badass.
It's Casual Friday.